My top 5 best films of 2020. Now, just because theaters were closed doesn't mean good films didn't come out in 2020. So let's talk about it. So, number 5, Onward. Onward is not one of Pixar's best. It has its issues, but I think people um, underestimate, that it's not a terrible movie. I like parts of this movie. I liked a lot about this movie. It was a fun movie, and I enjoyed it. It does not hold up as much on rewatches, but it's still a decent movie, and I'm okay with it. So that's number 5. Number 4, Scooby Doo Happy Halloween. That's right. Um, this was a fun movie to watch. It came out direct to video back in. It wasn't October, despite the name. It was like September, something like that, and it was a fun movie. It is, it had some fun cameos like Elvira. It could have been better. I wish they would have involved. I wish they would have involved. I wish they would have involved the creator of Bill and Mandy and kind of let him have his free range a little bit more, because this movie had his name on it, but yet it just doesn't feel like something he would work on. It still had some fun elements about it, but cool. Number 3, Hamilton. Now, some of you might be mad that Hamilton is a little low, but I have 2 reasons for that. Number 1, this is not a movie I would normally like. I am not a Broadway theater nerd. This is about all my experience with Broadway. It's on this list because it is a technically well-made film. It deserves to be on the list. And some of you might be saying, well, this isn't a movie. I'm going to say screw you to that, because this film was planned to go to theaters. Disney was planning to put it in theaters. Then they slated it to go to Disney Plus after the closing of theaters this year. And that was a smart move. It got the movie to be a bigger success. It pushed a lot of subscriptions to the service. I know people only signed up for this movie. And that's the other thing I'm going to get to. This movie is overhyped. I had an argument with someone, and it wasn't a mean argument. I'm just saying, like, this is a real thing someone said to me. Hamilton's good, and I liked it. And she said, but I go, it's not the best thing ever. And she's like, what are you talking about? It's absolutely the best thing ever. You're just biased. Like, no, I'm not biased. This is not the best thing ever. It's a good movie, maybe one of the best musicals like it. I agree with that, but not the best thing ever made ever. Not the best movie, not the best anything. Well, okay, not the best anything. That's a little too far, but you get the point. It's not the best film out there, and I think hailing this up there as one of the best films out there, or just the best thing ever, people need to calm down. People need to stop over obsessing with this movie. Okay, you people watch this movie in constant repeat. That's a little ridiculous. Calm down. It's a fun movie. It's a well-crafted movie. It takes a lot of skill and talent to put something like this together. I appreciate that a lot, and I admire that, but it is not the best thing ever. Number 2, First Cow. First Cow is an A24 movie that came out this year. I bought it on Blu-ray. The day it came out, it was about $13. Fun movie. I think this is a beautifully shot film. The cinematography is gorgeous here. When I think this movie, I'm trying to remember, it came out back in September, and it's just a gorgeous looking movie. It was incredibly well crafted and put together. The pacing's a little slow. That's why it's not number 1, but it still is a great movie. I didn't think the concept of this movie, I'm not going to say what it is because I know a lot of people haven't seen this movie. but it was something that I wouldn't find normally interesting, but the way they crafted and put together, it's a fascinating watch. Not for everyone, just like most A24 titles, but still a great one. Number one, Soul. Soul is a movie that I didn't think I would like as much as I did. Of course, I had issues with it, but honestly, the more I think about this movie, the more it sits at number one. It is so well crafted. It's almost an adult animated movie made by Pixar. And that is something incredible. I wish it would have gone farther with that if it was, but it didn't because it's made by Disney. But whatever. There's still a lot about this movie that is brilliant and well crafted and well presented and well put together. It's a fascinating movie. And I think the older you get, the more you'll appreciate this movie. I think there's a lot about this movie. I think there's a lot to probably get from a second watch, and I'm already thinking about watching it again. And I've already watched it once today for the first. So it was just my first time viewing it. I already want to watch it again, and I don't know. I've never felt that with a Pixar movie coming out of the theater, or not out of the theater, but after first time viewing. Of course, I do watch them again, but it usually takes a while for that to happen. But this movie felt different. This movie was a great Pixar movie. I think one of their best. It's up there with Ratatouille, The Incredibles, WALL-E, and a myriad of their amazing classics.